Hello, everyone. Um, I tell you, it's such an honor to be here and for you to join me here. I have not had too much information about Queen Nefertiti, but when I was daydreaming actually this week, she stepped forward and just said Nefertiti. And that's how I do get messages. They normally, it's the souls, not the angels, but they will say their first names and then I will give them permission to give me the message. But what a wonderful experience it is for me. And I am just thrilled that she is here. She is on my left side. I can feel the energy. And when I say she's on my left side, I can feel her energy on that side, kind of shoulder to shoulder. And what she is asking me to do first is to talk a little bit about our relationship that she had relayed to me within the past 48 hours. And it's just really thrilling to know that I had a past life with her. And that's partly why she was drawn to my energy. Um, what she's saying is, when she was incarnated as a queen, and she has been trying to get me to just call her Nefertiti, but I feel a connection to her as my queen. And so she was opening up my eyes to something that I knew about maybe 6 months ago, where a being called Shanitha, and she's here today as well. She was coming to me in a different scents, different smells, mainly flowers. I have always loved flowers. I, at one time, wanted to be a florist. But she had come to me several months ago about bringing online, back online, a past life modality that I had. Evidently, it was, she said a shaman, but she meant, I think she meant like a medicine woman, because I've always felt that. Um, and so it kind of ties into Queen Nefertiti, because she was telling me that that we had a connection, and that was my role as far as helping her with a birth defect that she had lived with her entire life. And I know there's a lot of information out there on her, but I didn't read up on it because I wanted to hear from her. But anyway, she had a sort of a birth defect that she lived with her entire life, and I was there to help her with that. But it became more. We became like sisters, and just kind of hanging out and talking about different things. And I really felt the connection again within this past 48 hours, and I'm just so thrilled about that. Um, so she's saying that she wants to say to you, those of you who are watching this live on my private Facebook group, and those who will be watching it on YouTube, my YouTube channel, those who will watch it on replay, this is not going to be time stamped. This is a timeless message. She lived in or she reigned in a period with tremendous political and religious upheaval. And she is saying that this is similar, or it was similar to what you are living in now. She is encouraging the light worker community, you guys, us, to not get caught up so much in what we see and hear. Um, this is necessary, what's going on. However, she is saying to observe, but do not absorb what you see uh, in what is going on in the mass consciousness. She is giving me a picture of a tornado, and that is exactly what's going on right now with the news all around the world. Different political, religious type things are like a swirling tornado. Do not get caught up in the swirling tornado. As she said before, observe, but do not absorb. We have other work to do. That tornado is there for a reason. It will allow people to open their eyes, and open their spirit and their frequency to realize certain things, and it will help to awaken those that need to be awakened. Um, so there is a reason for things, but like she said, separate yourself. One of the ways that you can separate yourself is by making sure that you eat correctly. Um, if you are not familiar with how to sense your non-physical, your spirit team, those who are around you, around us, helping us here on the earth plane with our mission, and we all have a mission, then she is suggesting that you connect. There are different communities of light workers online, or maybe in your community, but definitely online. I have a private Facebook group, the Bringers of Love and Light. I will also post some others that um, I know that they are definitely high vibrational mediums and light workers that you can communicate with and begin to understand your ascension process and what you are here to do. She is also saying that um, even though we're living in this time, we are to focus on what we have come here to do. Um, whether you are aware of your spirit team, it's sort of like gravity. You don't have to understand it, it's still going to affect you. And in this year, especially in 2020, you are going to be called to step up to the plate. And that's a good thing, because when chaos is going around, when you are in, and when we are in our mission and what we are here to do, we are not affected by the lower vibrations. She is also saying that when you do reach out for help, to be sure that who you are reaching out to, a medium, a channeler, spiritual advisor, be sure that it resonates with your heart. There are certain people who are more directed to you or to your well-being, to your soul growth than others. So be very discerning. Uh, you can always tell a person that is of light and love, because their energy is always uplifting, always loving, um, always, not always nurturing, I could say that, but always feeling a resonance of truth on, on what you feel is the truth for you. So your spirit team is here, uh, and she is saying that when she reigned as queen, she and it felt so true for me. She embodied the feminine spirit in a way that was very strong, but very purposeful, very she had the title and she sat on the throne, and I can see her sitting on the throne now. But her mission was very subtle in that she wanted to empower people. She wanted to give them the tools to do better. And that has not changed for her, and that's not changed for what she is encouraging us to embody here as well. So she wants to say this. She is symbolically taking, it looks like she's taking the crown off of her head, and she is placing crowns on our heads, because she is saying that we are at this time on the earth plane kings and queens. That is how she sees us. That's how those in the non-physical sees us. She says that she is so honored that we have stepped up for in whatever capacity it is, even if it's just watching this type of video and wanting to connect with her and others that are light beings. She is putting a crown on your head and saying that she honors you for stepping forward, even in baby steps. She is it's just so much love. She's pouring a lot of love out. So that's why I had to stop a little bit. There's so much love for us here on planet Earth. And whether you are doing any type of spiritual work, the spiritual work is what resonates with you, the good that you're pouring out. It doesn't necessarily mean that you are a channeler or medium, but it could definitely include that. So she is placing, like I said, a crown on each of our heads and giving an honor and a thank you for stepping forward at this time. I will be taking questions. She said a little bit of questions at the end. Um, she wants to also say that, and I have been getting this for about a year now, that starting with the light worker community, but definitely spreading out to all, there is or has already started, and this is in conjunction with the Christ consciousness. We need a relationship upgrade, a partnership upgrade. Um, she's calling it a project. It's more of, and it's because it is going to take many lifetimes because of the mass consciousness that is already ingrained in our belief system regarding relationships. I can say that I have experienced within the past 3 years what the model is, or how the model of relationships are changing. And I will be doing some videos on the information that I have received and the experience that I have had. But our partnerships, our relationships are going to change. They have to change. How we see others are really going to be reflective on a foundation of how we see ourselves. A prime component of that is getting in contact with your higher self, or some people call it super consciousness. And again, I don't want to get too off of what she's saying, but she's like, go ahead. This is part of it too. There is a video on YouTube where I did higher consciousness with Kristen Davies. I encourage you to take a look at that one. And that's Kristin Davies. And I believe, well, I'll just have to, if someone will post something there, or I'll post it later, Lightworkers United is on the YouTube channel, Lightworkers United. And so I did a higher self video with Kristen Davies. Take a look at that. But relationships are going to be key. There may be some growing pains with that. But again, she's saying that the main thing is we have tons and tons of help. We have, different types of help, but we are living on this earth plane, free will. So you have to ask, and you have to invite in the help, and be sure that that you realize that you are protected. There's nothing to fear. Love and light is your intention, and that is what you will receive. We are both creators, and we are both a creator and createes. So, what else would you want to say? She is saying that in her lifetime that you read about as queen, she okay. She also wants to say this. Who we are, before I tell you this, who we are here in the physical is just a fragment of who we originate from. We are from source. We are in source, and by source, God, all that is, however you want to define it or call it or label it. We here in the physical have come from source, and it's just a small part of who we are. There are sometimes other parts of us that are doing other things. And so Queen Nefertiti is saying that she has incarnated on the earth, and it's with the female energy, not necessarily the women of India. She is working, or she is incarnated there. And so she is saying that that's all. I can go ahead, and if you have any questions for her, she'll definitely answer them. And again, I am thrilled to connect with her. I just feel such a kinship with her that I didn't know I had. And it's just a wonderful feeling. So what I'm going to do is, there was 2 questions that someone posted in my private Facebook group, and I'm going to go ahead and read those questions. And then if anybody has any other questions, I'll take a look at that on my phone, and we'll go from there. So Manaj has asked, I want to awaken, and I want to raise my Kundalini energy. Does Nefertiti have any guidance for me on this? And she is saying with a smile, you are awakening. You have come forth, and because you are in this group, in this live, you have been attracted to this because you are awakening. Awakening is a process. It is not an event. It is a process. And so, yes, you are awakening. Not to fear that. The guidance that she has is what I had mentioned earlier, to get with a community so that you can practice connecting to your spirit guides, who will then guide you to what your mission and your I don't want to say purpose, because people kind of use that word as has to do with work, but your mission, your what you signed up for to come here. You'll learn all that by being around high vibrational people that will help you to find what it is and to connect with your spirit team so that you know. There is, I'll put a shameless plug in. There is a mediumship for beginners course coming up. We just finished one in January. Kristen Davies is the person you to contact. There, we're going to start one in March or March 15th. And I would encourage, if you can, to join in with that. Again, that will open up a lot of your spiritual gifts, your spiritual knowing, and to connect you with other high vibrational people. We'll put some information here or for YouTube in the description box for that. She is also saying that you have the intuition. Manoj, you get strong intuition from your spirit team. I don't know whether you have connected with them or not, but they are around you, and she's saying, and in your dreams. So pay attention to your dreams, and yeah, you're definitely awakening. And like she says, it's a process. It's not an event. And so he also asked, my 3-year-old daughter suffers from chronic cough and asthma. Medications are not able to cure it. I have prayed to the angels many times, but that too couldn't cure her. Why is this happening to her, and how can I cure her? Okay, so Queen Nefertiti is saying that you cannot cure her. She is fulfilling an agreement. It is temporary, but it is sort of like necessary right now to awaken family. It has to do with an ascension of your family unit. She is saying that along with the medical doctors, she is recommending that you check out angelic Reiki. So angelic Reiki. And she is pointing to me as one of the modalities I did in a different lifetime has to do with flowers. Flowers in any type of plants are living, as you know. But I am drawn to certain mixtures of flowers and essences that help the vibration of things around you. And so I'm going to try to just tune in. And I know they are working with me to bring me back online with that, of which I had before in a previous lifetime with those type of essences. But I am getting right now just a white flower. It looks like, I was going to say a lily. If you can get those, that will be beneficial. But again, work in tandem with the medical doctors, the angelic Reiki, and keep a white flower around the house. And that's all I'm getting for that. Okay. Hope that helps. All right. Let's see if anybody has anything. Thank you for your questions. Thank you. Thank you, Queen Nefertiti. Okay. Oh, God. So, I don't have the person's name, but I'll just read the question. I am going through some issues with sleep. Can you help me understand what is going on with this constant waking up from sounds I'm making? It is an ascension type thing. I too, my sleep patterns and many others have been altered or just different things. Also, Queen Nefertiti is saying we're in a very strong moon cycle right now, and you may be very sensitive to the moon cycles, as many of us are, and that will also affect your sleep. If this is ongoing, barring anything as far as medical is concerned, it's definitely ascension symptoms. It will come and go. Just the main thing with these type of ascension symptoms is to allow yourself to relax with them. If you cannot sleep, then get up and do something else. Also, she's saying be sure to meditate. For you, she's saying that meditation will help to calm your mind because it calms thoughts. And also be sure that you are not ingesting a lot of lower vibration, like television, movies, that type of thing, that will stimulate your mind so that you cannot rest. So there's a lot to kind of take in with that, but hopefully that's helpful. Okay. Okay. Was I living in Egypt in my past life the same time as the Queen Nefertiti? Okay. I don't have a name on. Let me see if I can get a name for that. You have to give StreamYard permission to post your name in the comment section, but that's okay. I'll just take a look at um, my Facebook group and see if I can find it. Or if you can post your name, that would be good too. Now, was I living in Egypt? Okay. I tell you what, if you could post your name, that would be awesome. And then I'll go to the next person. So Kathy says, Queen Nefertiti, any guidance for me in opening up my third eye or just direction in general? You're on the right path. What you are on and what you are doing now is exactly where you need to be. That will come in time. And it will be something that you're not trying to seek to do. It will just organically open. Uh, do not worry about whether I am doing this or doing that, or maybe I should make sure that my third eye or my chakras. Um, the main thing is to keep in contact with your spirit team. You are definitely on the right path or journey. You're doing just fine. She just wants to assure you, Kathy, everything is as it is and in divine timing. Um, you are a beautiful, beautiful soul. She's showing me a lotus. You're opening up and blooming. And all of that will come as you are ready to receive it. And she's saying, well, you don't want to receive anything that you're not ready for. Everything. And when she says divine timing, she's trying to put it in context of how we view time, because obviously there's no time in spirit. It's already done. But for us to receive it, it may come in increments so that we can receive the different opening up, the different expansion, the different soul growth. So, okay. Okay, and I'm sorry, some of these have just say Facebook user, so I don't know. Okay, well, here's a general one. It says, how do light workers step up in 2020? Mission, how to transmute intense political energy now. Okay, so light workers can step up in 2020 um, individually and collectively by making sure that you know how and are connecting to your individual spirit teams. And by that, I mean your guardian angel team. Um, you have a host of help. Sorry, excuse me. To stay connected and use what you can to connect to your spirit team. I know sometimes I'll do, as she's saying, writing for you. One of the things is what do you call it? Automatic writing. Can connect to your spirit teams. There are so many ways that you can connect, but definitely going outside in nature, grounding is another way. Do that daily. Drink lots and lots of water. That is another way of making sure that you staying connected. But as far as stepping up, that is an individual thing that each individual will be guided to. And that's why she is saying to do what you can to stay connected so that you do get that guidance. Guidance is not going to come as this um, profound, and it might, profound knowing, but more likely a day-to-day impulse, moment-to-moment impulse to do certain things. And that's going to require that you focus more on your internal guidance system than what's going on externally. If you even take small steps, say in meditation, 5 minutes a day or 5 minutes throughout the day, to breathe, to do some very deep breathing. That is the homework for light workers, is to take care of yourself so that you become a clear channel or a clearer channel for information to come to you as far as what you need to do. Um, it is an individual thing that will have a collective, um, a profound collective influence on Gaia, on the anchoring of light in this on this planet, but it starts with you. It starts with us. Uh, so when we take baby steps, when we listen, um, still our mind, the information that is trying to reach you will reach you. Nothing is being held back from us. Everything is there. It's just our receiver um, for 2020 needs fine tuning. Okay. Okay. Tenzin, how to carry strong confidence yet nurturing female energy. Okay, so Queen Queen Nefertiti, that she is definitely an embodied strong confidence yet female energy. That is a natural state that we are ascending to, this has nothing to do with male or female, but rather male, feminine, and masculine energies. The balance there will naturally occur once we embody both, depending on, now we have masculine and feminine energies, and everyone. And so, depending on what is needed at any given time, any given circumstance, that's the balancing act. That's who we are. You are both masculine and feminine. You have access to both energies, and they both have different necessary pushes. The thing, though, is that there's going to be a change in how we see the feminine energy and the masculine energy, she's saying. However, the feminine energies that has been distorted over the centuries, over this lifetime, there is going to be changes, and you're going to see changes within yourself. And distorted, she is saying, feminine distorted energies are lower vibrations, such as manipulation, um, weakness, codependency, and that's male and female, feminine and masculine. Codependencies, um, those type of lower vibrations are being transmuted as you voluntarily, as you ask for certain things, and as you notice things coming up in you, your angel team will remind you to hand it over to them. Um, yeah, so that's all she says for that. What if I don't have a mission? She's saying that we all came here on Earth for a reason, and it doesn't have to be a mission. I think we equate mission with work. Mission can be creative as someone who is a really good gardener, an artist. Your mission is to, she's saying, okay, so our mission primarily is to bring forth light. So there are, a zillion ways for that to happen. So you find what it is that resonates with you, what it is that feels really, really good when you're doing it. That can be your mission. That can be what you're here to imprint and to contribute to the light filling of the earth, the uplifting. So doesn't have to be a profound sort of, leading a charge type thing. It could be simply someone who is very, very good at, helping your neighbors, um, those type of things. So, uh, it's an everyday thing, and I'm sure that's something that you really, really resonate with. That is more than likely your mission. So Anja says, does she have any guidance for me regarding releasing anything that still holds me back to finally open and be my true self and start manifesting heaven on earth for me and all around me? Thank you so much. Yes. So she is saying, or giving me an image of someone who um, is laying something down, like a gift or something, and then coming back to pick it back up. So she's saying that whatever that you're feeling that you need to release, your angel team, your team has already made arrangements to take that. So they will not take it from you. They will ask you to give it to them. Whatever it is, okay, so she's also saying write down a list of things that you want to give your angels. Write it down tonight, today, before you go to bed. Make it as long as you want, what you want to release. These are things that your angel team is going to take and transmute for you. Um, and you can keep adding to that list, and you will see that these things will be taken care of. So she's saying specifically for you, Anja, to make a list and to, with the intent that this is going to be handled by your angel team. And as weeks go by, you're going to see, when you look back on it, and when you add to it, how this is taken care of for you. This is not something that you need to do on your own. This is what your spirit team is here to do. Okay, hopefully that's for you. Okay. Oops, let's miss one. Okay, sorry. I thought I had. Okay, Bonnie. Everyone does. Sometimes no mission can just be being the light for others, your community. Right. Mission doesn't have to be big. It does not. That's true, Bonnie. Okay, Tenzin has to get back to work. Do you mean essential oils, Lily meaning Lily of the Valley? For me, and I'm not quite sure who asked that question. For me, it's still being revealed on what my modality was, but it has to do with flowers. It has to do, well, and I can let me. Okay, so she's saying to share this. I don't share a lot about. And Queen Nefertiti was the same way. When she was queen, a lot of information about her is not known because she didn't share a lot of information. She was just doing her thing. But when the guide came to me that is helping me with remembering and coming back online with what I used to do. As a medicine woman, um, one of the things that I have done just to stay in contact with her is I do have a pouch. I have a leather pouch. It has flowers and cinnamon. It's a mixture of things. And so these things that I'm calling essences, they're more mixtures or, and I'll probably get better words for them as it becomes more clear to me. But they're not oils. They can definitely flowers naturally have the mixtures naturally have an oil, I guess, if you were to boil it or that type of thing. But they're more of um, petals and things that you find in nature that if you combine them, they become whatever it is that you need to change your frequency. And that's all I can tell you right now. How women, including myself, could increase feminine vibration on earth. Also, how I could help my son for him to be happy and active in life. Okay, so how can women increase feminine vibration? It's already happening. You're being guided with the feminine energies. Many on Earth are being incarnated and will definitely have that focus, raising the feminine energy. And again, not just in women, but in men as well. But the feminine energy is um, a very strong, um, energy. It is nurturing yet strong. She is saying for you, Anna, to meditate on, uh, she's saying to have a mantra, not a mantra that you say to yourself. Okay, can you a mantra that I am, and you can write out whatever mantra feels good to you. Just something really short that you say over and over. That's what mantras are. That feels really good um, in your heart chakra about the female energy. Um, if you feel that you are not balanced, um, you can do that. So they're saying a mantra. She's saying a mantra. Type a mantra. You can use, you can write an affirmation and use that as a mantra, or just say a one-word mantra. Okay. She's saying you can say to yourself throughout the day, I am a divine feminine. I am a divine feminine, or just divine feminine. And that which is encompass that energy will manifest it um, in your unique way. Okay, and she's saying also, Anna saying, how could she help her son for him to be happy and active in life? Um, your energies will affect your son if he is around you. I don't know, if he's a young son or he's, adult, but definitely work on you. That's one of the things that she mentioned earlier as far as our relationships, our partnerships. Our close relationships are transforming. And so it starts with us. See your son as whole, see your son as happy, see your son as active in life, as you mentioned in your comment. But it starts with you. It starts with you embodying that which you want to see in him. And so she's saying that is the key. Be in contact with who you are and making sure that you are exuding and demonstrating and living. She's like, who's it, who says living your best life? Okay. I don't know whether it's Oprah or not, but make sure that you are living your best life, your embodiment of who you are. It will definitely affect his vibration and his energy. Okay. So Emma is saying, I would love to get guidance on my spiritual path. Thank you. Emma, you are on the right path. The guidance that you seek, um, we are going to say that spend time or more time practicing hearing from your guides. I know you were in one of the classes before, so you have some of the tools. Um, Implement some of the tools that you have learned. They, you were guided because you have everything that you need and are ready to run. Take one at a time. Do not compare yourself with others. You are beloved, Emma. You are beloved. You are on track. Take some deep breaths, Emma. Everything is exactly as it should be. No worries. Okay. I want to be of service to you. You can use my name, Karen Pens. Okay, so Queen Nefertiti is saying she is, in fact, here to assist and support us. Just simply call her name, and she will be there to help you in whatever you need help with. Um, we are here on the planet Earth in the cutting edge, helping to raise the vibration of the earth. And beings of love and light are here to support us. So ask her whatever you need, and she will clarify, give you guidance, um, work with your guardian angels, and help you on the path of on this particular life cycle for you, Karen. um, yeah, I'm sorry, I just see a flower opening up, blooming. Karen, I just see the it's just blooming. um, so Queen Nefertiti, Karen, she's saying to definitely get in some groups with other light workers. You will blossom there. You will blossom is what she's saying. Okay. All right, just have time for just a couple of more questions. Okay. Okay. Am I an earth angel? Am I on the correct path of service? Okay. And I don't have the person's name to um Okay, so Christine asked about past life in Egypt previously. Okay, Christine Verza. Christine. Okay, so Queen Nefertiti is saying yes. You were in Egypt previously. Do you have a okay? So I'm seeing pyramids. Something about I see you or the visual I get is a young girl holding something like a pot. Um, and so what is she doing? So she is in a court. Um, it's like a royal. You were like um, a girl in a royal court or that type of environment at the time of when pyramids were being constructed. Um, you were in service of um, a royal family, um, highly regarded, um, highly regarded. Uh, yeah, that's all she's telling me, Christine. Okay, right. Okay. Okay, your son is 18 years old. Okay, it's the same message. Um, okay. Let's say thank you. Okay. Okay. So um I just want to say I thank you, Queen Nefertiti. Um she is again saying that the crown is ours. It's her honor. Thank you so much though. And for those of you that need additional or have additional questions, please feel free to post them, and I will try to get some channeled answers for you. But that is it for now. And she's saying yes. So again, I want to thank you for joining me. It's been a lot of fun with Queen Nefertiti. She has just been, it's just exciting to channel with her, and I hope to do that in the future. So again, I just want to say thank you and talk with you later.